Welcome back to Beating Lyme with Lativa. Got to make sure my mic is on as always. And on this channel, my name is Lativa, and I had a long 5-year journey with not only Lyme disease, co-infections, mold, long COVID, and I was able to completely get my health and life back. And now I help others do the same in the simple form. Um, and how I did that, that's not what this video is about. I have playlists dedicated to that on my YouTube channel. But in this video, I'm going to discuss a few topics. One of them is just some current up-to-date updates about beating Lyme with Lativa. I also want to ask my audience and people who've been on my channel or new to it, in what ways I I want to brainstorm with anyone watching this video to ask your thoughts and opinions on how I can better serve the community beyond just sharing my journey, because the reason I share is to help others. However, with that being said, I do offer virtual consultations. I do have a healing course that's been in the works, and I also have a book that's been in the works. So, and these things don't just, it's not like I can just bust it out overnight. I'm not a half-hearted person. I pour my heart and soul into this. So this video is going to be a little bit about some things like that. So one little update. I am on all main social platforms. However, today, this is not the first time. I will not be continuing a TikTok account. TikTok has now permanently banned, this is now the third time this has happened to me. As of today, it's June 29th, 2026. It's like I think it's Monday, June 29th, 2026. And as of today, TikTok banned my account for the third time for beating Lyme with Lativa, for sharing a short little video talking about how at one point I was dealing with diabetic episodes, hypoglycemic episodes. Doctors thought it was diabetes or my pancreas, and it was none of those. It was parasites. And how do I know this? Because the doctors didn't know this. God's been so good to me, even through my suffering and journey, that I intuitively had never done parasite cleanses, and something, God instinctually led me to do some serious parasite cleanses. And after those parasite cleanses, a lot of my issue, there was a lot more happening to me at this point, but just for the simple sake, the video I made for TikTok, it was just to help others. Because I know there's a lot of people diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, diabetic, hypoglycemic episodes, a lot of food sensitivities, things kind of like that in that wheelhouse. And doctors are told that it's diabetes, it's hypoglycemic episodes, and it's your pancreas. As soon as I passed all of these parasites, I cannot believe what I saw coming out of me. Immediately, symptoms were gone. Immediately. Blood sugar stabilized. I never had a hypoglycemic episode ever again after that. The diabetic episodes stopped. A lot of the food sensitivities cleared up immediately. I'm not talking like weeks or months. I'm talking immediately after I was passing what I could not believe was coming out of me after parasite cleanses. And the title of my video was Doctors Thought It Was My Pancreas or Diabetes, but it wasn't. It was parasites. And they're like, nope, we just permanently blocked your account on TikTok. So I'm like, I'm not going to stop my mission. It's not going to stop me. Somebody stop me. um, if you know what that reference is to, shout out to Jim Carrey. I think it was The Mask. Somebody stop me. um, Gotta laugh, right? What am I gonna do? Freak out and get like this keeps happening. So either way, I'm gonna forge on. I'm gonna keep focusing on my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Maybe somewhere down the line when I have a team and they can help me just better understand the terms, because I didn't do anything wrong. But TikTok in particular, I've had so many issues with creating this type of content, sharing it, getting flagged, saying I'm violating things. I'm just like, where? Why? How? What? So I'm not going to worry about all that right now. But yes, if you were following me on my TikTok, it is banned. And I do not plan to start another TikTok as of yet for beating Lyme with Lativa. Secondly, I would personally like everyone's thoughts and opinions. I am asking for suggestions. Please be kind and respectful. Please leave it in the comments. I really want to know how I can better serve, I want to know how I can better serve the community. Because beyond sharing my journey, I did a lot of things, but the biggest thing was dry fasting. And that was with a dry fast expert, Dr. Filanov, who was all the way in Europe. Well, he's a Russian dry fast doctor expert. Him and his family are from Siberia. However, they do these retreats at the end of the year in Montenegro, which is Europe. And not everyone, even though it's honestly pretty affordable compared to the thousands and thousands of dollars I spent with doctors who were making me worse, the dry fast really moved the needle, helped me get my health and life back. That was like the biggest thing. There was a lot of things I personally did that helped, but that dry fasting was like it. And when I share this, I share it to help other people, but I know there's a lot of people who can't travel all the way to work with Dr. Filanov in Montenegro. So, my healing course is not ready yet. My book is not ready yet. And yes, I have virtual consultations with book now, pay later options available. So I do take virtual consultations with anyone around the world. But I just want to know beyond that if there's any way that I can truly help people. If you have any ideas, suggestions, please comment it down below. I really would love to know how I can better help people because at the same time, I'm not a licensed or certified practitioner of any sort. This is what worked for me. I know that this can work for everybody because this is how God designed the body through autophagy to self clean itself. It's the most powerful detox in the world. You want to talk about a detox? While everyone's trying to sell you this detox, that detox, all these detox, the most powerful detox in the world, God already designed it, integrated it into every single one of us. Me, you, the next person, your brother, your mom, your sister, your friend, your daddy, whoever, like this is how God designed the body. And there's a lot of people who can't go all the way to Europe. And I'm going back out to Europe in October. And when I'm there, what I'd really like to do with Dr. Filanov, I would love if he would be able to take me under his wing to teach me even if that means I got to move to Siberia for a while, move to Montenegro or wherever it is, and him just train me and take me under his wing. I'm not trying to steal his sauce. I'm not trying to recreate. I'm trying to extend his legacy because it's so needed. And they're all the way over in Europe. And I'm just wondering if God, is there any way? Like, I'm literally having prayer and conversations with God, like, okay, this is the thing that worked. Is there any way that I can learn from the doctor who helped me get my life back so I can then maybe bring it back to America or make it more accessible to more people? Maybe while they're running retreats in October, maybe I can run them in America. I don't know. It's just an idea. There's not a guarantee on that. I don't really know what God has planned, but I know God is using me to help people in this space. And I really want brainstorm. I'm only one brain. But if I could get you guys ideas in the comments, and I'm just sharing you kind of some thoughts that are coming to me, doesn't I'm not like saying this is the game plan. I'm just sharing thoughts that I'm even thinking of. Okay, maybe because this dry fasting really worked. Can Dr. Filanov take me under his wing, teach me everything he knows? Like as what's it what's it called when you're like again, help me think of it, God. When you've had your training and then you get not an inspection, not a why can't I think of it? Not integrated, not you guys know what I'm talking about. Someone help me out. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. What's it called? A like an internship. Oh my gosh. Ugh, an internship or something, where I can like go there, learn from him, and bring it back to extend his legacy. And maybe while they're in Siberia doing it, and then when they do their retreats and sorry, one second, guys. I'm just getting blown up with notifications. I need to make sure my phone is turned on do not disturb to not interrupt this video. We're almost done. So yeah, if there's any way that he could do like an internship for me, and then maybe while they're doing it in Siberia, they're doing it in Montenegro, possibly I could get the groundwork, the fundamentals. I am really, really good at building foundations. If they would let me learn what I need to learn to extend his legacy to come here, to then set the groundwork, the foundation here, and then maybe him and some of his family come out while I've already set everything else up. I'm not trying to be Dr. Filanov. I'm not trying to steal what he's done. I'm trying to help people who cannot get to Europe. So this is actually a conversation that I'm going to have with Dr. Filanov, his family, and his team when I'm there personally. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if he's going to take kindly to that. I don't know if he's going to be open to that, because either way, I want to learn from him. I might have to find another practitioner. I don't want to. I want to learn from the one that really helped me. And, you know, he's older. He's getting up there in age, and I want his legacy to live on. Nothing more, nothing less. I would give all the homage and honor to God, to Michelle B. Slatter for her book and journey. She's the reason I found Dr. Filanov. And all I want to do is genuinely help people get their health and life back. And this is what helped me. And I know that it's going to help so many other people, and it's so needed, especially with the explosion of Lyme disease that is like rampant right now. Even Dr. Filanov, like a few months ago, they did a little interview with him on his YouTube, and he's talking in Russian, and he was telling them, he's like, I had no idea how bad Lyme disease is getting in America, because there's so many people all around the world, but especially America, it's like blowing up. And a lot of people with Lyme disease in particular are going to Dr. Filanov. But again, not everyone has the means to go all the way to Europe or go all the way to Siberia. There's a will, there's a way, but that's just not realistic for everyone. So I'm wondering, can I bring it here to America? Is there, yeah, just kind of my thinking. So I don't really know even what I'm going to title this video. Just kind of some updates. Just want to share some thoughts. And I'd really, really, really love for you guys. Please be respectful. I hate that I even have to say this, but I'm only one brain, like I said. And sometimes being able to brainstorm with a community to see how I can actually be of better help, assistance, or service. Because, like I said, I'm not technically a licensed or certified practitioner of any sort. I'm just someone who set out on a quest to prove that there was another way for me to get my health and life back, and I did that. And I'm here to not only share my journey, but actually help people expedite their healing journey and process as well, especially in the Lyme disease community, mold illness, mystery chronic illnesses, things like that. And I know that I have so much to offer to this space, but am I doing it right? And this is questions I'm asking God. And also, I have a whole other testimony and story, and we're going to wrap this up. At the time I was in Vegas, my life was collapsing in on me. I was going through a suffering. I wanted to end it all. I couldn't handle the suffering anymore. And I said, God, after first I asked God, show me the doctor that can heal me. But I actually said CURE. I don't know if YouTube's sensitive. I specifically prayed, God, show me the doctor that can heal me, but with the C word, CURE. And when God revealed Michelle to me right after I prayed that, I ordered her book. I read it within 3 days when it arrived after Amazon. I held it in the kitchen. I said, God, if this was you answering my prayers, you have to make a way for me to get all the way to Europe to work with this doctor through impossible circumstances, mind you. My life was collapsing. There was no way in the physical that I was about to go to Europe. I was about to be evicted. I didn't have a car, had to shut down my business, just went through a breakup. Like heartbreak, backstab, betrayal. He purposely left me in a bind. I had no family, no friends, no money. Like, I talk about a Job season. So if you have any idea what I went through to be here to be of service for other people, don't even question my authenticity or my integrity. So God made a way. God made a way for me to get across states and countries. And I said, God, if you make a way for me, I will dedicate the rest of my life to helping other people. And every day since, I've been telling God, help me keep that promise I made you because you made a way for me. But how do I really do this in the most impactful way? I'd love I'd love help. I'd love ideas. I'd love to brainstorm you guys. Please, I want to hear your comments in the comments below. And I'm going to wrap this video up. It's kind of my little update for today. I'm Lativa with Beating Lyme with Lativa, curing the impossible. And I really want to know how I can be of service to help more people in this space. So please leave your comments below. Peace out, guys.